Alright, this is it, the final stretch. Just gotta fucking murk Ridley. Then we're gonna loop back. After the Ridley fight, I'm probably gonna be hurting for supplies, so I'm gonna do a ship save.
For a squirting.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a ship save, and then go to Turian and fucking end this shit. So just like before, when we were getting the gravity suit, just put your balls in his hand. He rips them with a firm, but not painful grip.
Delicate yet fierce.
And now I gotta fight Golden Terizo, this prick. Quickest way to deal with this guy, charge beam. Don't even bother shooting missiles because he just grabs them and throws them back at you. So you just sit here and you tank shit, and you shoot him with the charge beam, and it does fucking work. Yeah, take a seat. Get some more supers. Those missiles over there can fuck themselves. If I miss them, I miss them.
Fuck it.
It's gonna put a hurting on the fucking
Now
item
the
percentage.
final stretch,
But we're in the yeah. Fuck you. And now that we have the screw attack, that fucking this is a staple. You know, anyone who even people that haven't really heard of Metroid at least know what the screw attack is.
Screwattack.com.
Yeah, screwattack.com, all that shit. You know, everyone's at least, heard of it one way or another.
Raising awareness of the screw attack.
Yeah, we're raising money for screw attack awareness. We're having a 50-50.
It looks like an absolute nightmare.
It is a fucking mess.
A gauntlet of shit.
This room's not too bad. It's just, if you get caught down the bottom too much, you're gonna eat a dick. Or if you do something fucking stupid like that. And of course, since we're in the final stretch, these are like some of the toughest enemies in the game. I mean, they're not too much of a hassle. It's just, they take more hits. The darker ones take more hits. Yeah, see, like, it looks like a lot of stuff is hidden at this point, but realistically, from playing the rest of the game, you should be seasoned in finding these kinds of things. So, it's your own fault if you suck. At this point, it really is. Like, if you make it to Lower Norfair, you should have a solid grip on what you're doing, and how the developers hid things and what kinds of visual cues and stuff to look for. Audio cues, like the item rooms, like if there's an item in a room, it plays, the item music. I actually may farm up on one of these tubes because I'm a little hurting, and I do not want to go into the Ridley fight with low health. Ugh. Standing in lava is definitely not helpful to that. Fuck out of here. Alright. And in we go to the shit show. So now we get to fight the King Baddie himself, Mr. Space Pirate Ridley Scott. Because in the original Metroid, the only two bosses were Ridley and Kraid. In fact, the areas were named Ridley and Kraid. Ah, you fuck. He should explode. Yup, got him. Now, see, I wasn't too worried about the health because I knew he was close to death, and there's an energy tank in the next room. So, I'll be refilled on all that fun shit. But now, this is the final stretch, so all we gotta do is get to the ship, do a ship save.
Hold on your
get to Turian. Now, if you look here, that's the tank that the baby Metroid is in. Obviously, he's broken, so we're a little late to the party. Now, this last energy tank can be fucking really hard to find. Because right here, you've got like this Kraid thing here, but the trick is super missile that asshole and get him out of your way. And then you gotta run back here onto the little Jimmy arm here, and then it's right here. And now you officially have all 14 energy tanks. So some of you that might be watching and not be aware of everything that's happening, you might have noticed a red door, early on in the game, after I plainly had the missiles to open it, that I straight up fucking ignored. And you know, if you're OCD, that might be bothering you right now. And I'm about to
Why the fuck did he do that?
Why didn't he check what's behind that fucking door?
We already know what's behind the door.
I know what's behind the door, and there's a reason I ignored it. One, to save the 5
Open
missiles.
the door.
Open the door! Because this is the last area of the game. So, this is going to take us to Turian. This is the statue that I now currently have on my forearm.
The arm piece.
The color and everything. It's all gold. They got the eye colors and shit. It's really nice. Came out very well. The guy that does our work is a fucking animal with this shit.
Hero.
First and foremost, we're going to get right into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Song from Secret of Mana. Now, to kill the Metroids, you have to freeze them first, and then they take 5 missiles, or 1 super missile. I prefer to go the super missile route because they drop them. So, you're not going to run out anytime soon. And if you prepared yourself well, i.e. got a lot of power missile expansions, then you're fucking...
If you had a missile fetish.
Like some people may have.
Yes.
You just fucking come down here and do work on them. These are really the only real Metroids you encounter. Now, they're a pain in the balls because, you know, like the little ones in Meridia, you know, those you can just shoot them and get them off. These guys, once they're on you, they're on you. So you gotta fucking just leave
Get them off.
You have to leave the room.
It's a carcass.
Death metal band.
Carcass.
So now you come in here, and this little hopper comes along, and you're like, why can't I proceed? What's happening? Oh, shit.
The big boy.
The Baba Big Boy showed up.
Big dick. The daddy
This
dick.
is the daddy dick, dude. Those little ones were the baby dick. The daddy dick is here. Now he's on me. What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm on my way to the last boss, dude. I can't be running on no energy.
Anyone who's ever played a video game might recognize some part that seems like it might be story driven.
Yes. Why did the Metroid stop?
Oh.
Well, if you remember from the beginning, on the text crawl, the baby Metroid that you found at the end of Metroid 2, the hatchling followed her around as if Samus was its mother. That is the same Metroid that Ridley stole from the beginning of the game. It grew to maturity. So what happened was, as it was about to just wreck Samus's shit, it remembered, hey, you're that lady that, like, saved me. Ridley's a douchebag.
Thanks,
I was
bitch.
just gonna kill you because I'm hungry, but you're actually cool.
You know what? You're alright.
So, it came to realize, like, oh shit, I better not kill this bitch. I'm doing this the fucking hard way.
Oh. 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 If anyone that was a fan of Nintendo Power might remember the Super Metroid comics were actually pretty badass. They had in Nintendo Power back in, I guess by the time the game came out, I remember 94, I think the comic was, it might have actually popped out right before the game came out.
So you're thinking it's over.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy, it's fucking Metroid.
This is Super Metroid.
Yeah. That's
And
really
now
right,
Mother
Super
Brain's
Metroid.
true form comes to light.
The true cunt shows up.
And we're just gonna spray her in the face. Now, this battle is mostly scripted. You can die, but it's mostly scripted. As long as you're fucking competent enough, deal a decent bit of damage, you know, you're alright. Now, Mother Brain's going ham. This is undodgeable. You have to just sit here and take it. When I first played through this game and I got to this part, I was like terrified. I'm like, oh my god, why can't I get up? Why can't I get up? And Mother Brain's just sitting here doing work on me, and I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm just like, you can press up, and Samus tries to get up, but she just falls back to her knees.
At this point,
like,
it alludes to
God
being a
damn.
story plot.
And now my fucking my sub tanks kick in, and now I'm like, well, what the fuck? I guess this is game over. Like, I almost reset the game, and then Homeboy comes in to save the fucking day. The baby Metroid's like, nerp, you ain't touching my mama, Dukes.
It's my daddy dick.
That is the daddy dick. The beam you get is the daddy dick. It makes the plasma look like the infant dick. So what happens here is the Metroid comes in and absorbs all the essence out of Mother Brain.
Life Force Zilch.
Just doing work. So you see it turn that particular shade of gray and brown.
Turn that shit right into Oldsmobile.
And now, since the Metroids are energy-based creatures, it starts to transfer the energy it just took from my brain back into me. So it's hooking me up, filling my energy tanks. Once you see the breath coming out, and then Mother Brain's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch, I'm tired of your shit."
Drool all over the place.
It starts spraying up our boy Metroid.
This might bring a tear to any Metroid fan right here.
It does for me. That's why I have the Metroid tattoo as well. So as you can see, the Metroid changed color, which means it took a lot of damage. But now it dies, and the essence of the Metroid gets infused with my suit. And now I can give this thing the fucking works. So now we get the rainbow piece. This thing just fucking jocks on Mother Brain. So once the head drops, you know we're in business. Time bomb set, escape immediately, and we have 3
End of
minutes to
every
get out of
Alien
here.
movie has commenced once more. Given your muscle memory, you'll walk through this in about 32 seconds.
Yeah, let's hope so. The real main trick is this one right here. Oh, I fucked it up.
Way to go, asshole.
I got it though. Saves you that whole trip. Even though I fucked up, I still saved it.
You still got it.
This way, I believe. Nope, you do have to go up. My muscle memory is not that good. Because, well, you know what it is? Like, this part, you only do it so much. Like, when I was beating this game, like, 4 times a week, yeah, I had this down pat. But, since you don't really play this part that much, because it's at the very end of the game, like, I don't always remember the exact route to go. I also will not be saving the animals.
Yeah.
Because fuck them. I already knew how to wall jump and fucking shine sparks.
They have their own problems to
I didn't
worry
need
about.
their help. And now we're back in this familiar room. The trick here is just as before. Do straight jumps to land on the small platforms, and you're alright. Because when you start spin jumping, it's harder to control, and that's how
Shit
you
gets
fall.
fancy, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Now the speedrunners, again, they do this trick where they can wall jump at Mach 30 up the wall.
Yeah, well,
and
they're-
it's
they're not
it's
human,
nastiness.
so-
They are far from human. And now the steam starts shooting out of shit, and the steam can murk you. All it does is slow you down a little bit, but
At this point, your health is considerable. It's not really a big.
I don't even think it does damage. I think it really just interrupts you, and if it does do damage, that didn't even hurt. So now all we have to do is get to the ship in 1 minute and 19 seconds flat, which I think I got it. I think I got it. And in we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen,
It's a masterpiece.
is a fucking masterpiece.
Given our vodka rating system, I think this one will come in at a clean 10.
Oh, this is
Maybe a
clean
9.5
10.
if you want to count, being realistic, because one of those nothing gets a perfect score kind of deals. But we have mentioned this is
but realistically, it is a perfect game in terms of storyline, graphics, sound, music, controls.
learning curve.
I mean, it is an absolute must-have. If you own a Super Nintendo and do not have this game, or even a Wii with Virtual Console, you absolutely must own.
Plenty
this
of
game.
options for playing this game. Plus, the universe of this game is expansive with all the other games. The handheld games emulate the playstyle of this game. The Prime series was a little bit of a departure, but still an incredible series on its own. There's just plenty to be had with the Metroid franchise. Which is a shame on Nintendo just leaves it kind of hanging.
Yeah, but apparently there's supposed to be a new 3D Metroid. Oh, and even shit run, I got it in 206. It's not bad.
Not bad.
So really, it's a perfect game. I will give it a solid 10 out of 10. This one, this game used to only go for about $30, but it's actually shot up to about 40, 45 in the past like 6 to 8 months, because retro gaming is getting a little bit more popular now. It's getting a little more well known, so you might have to drop a little bit on this one, but it is absolutely worth every penny.
A good strategy if you have a Retron 5 or a newer Retron console is definitely pick up the Super Famicom version.
Yes, because this is one of the very few games on the Super Nintendo / Super Famicom that are bilingual in both Japanese and English.
If you've seen earlier in the video, you can see in the option menu Japanese text compared to English text.
Yeah, and so you can buy the Super Famicom version complete in box for about $25, and you can just switch the text to English anyway.
Retro Rampage recommendation: buy the Super Famicom.
Buy the Super Famicom version.
You can mod your Super Nintendo about 5 seconds to play it.
Yeah. Cut the tabs. Goodbye. There's the boy Gunpei. He is the man. He is the man behind all this jazz. Now, I beat it in under 3 hours, so you're going to get to see the cool ending. Fucking Deer Force. If any of you guys watch Super Metroid speedruns, I hope you screamed Deer Force when that came on. And now we get, sexy 16-bit Samus, I guess, with the 1980s Farrah Fawcett haircut.
Yeah, rocking some serious fucking thigh action.
I'm guessing somewhere around 70% items because I skipped a lot. Maybe even more towards like 68 because I skipped a lot.
Yeah, but
Fuck me, 77. All right, not bad. 77 and 204 in game time is not bad at all. But thank you for watching again.
It's good to be back.
Absolutely,
we'll see you guys soon. We got a whole variety of videos coming
up.
So let's have a good fucking time this year.
As always, keep it old school.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to our Metroid mini-series.
Be sure to check out some more of our projects. We got a live action video coming up soon, and we're going to have plenty more coming out this summer.
And also, you can check out our quick little blooper clip from the Metroid recording. Thank you for tuning in.